Okay, hello. I just want to take some time to talk about an individual who made his return to YouTube recently, and this might take a good while, so I'm going to try and get to the point. Back in December, I posted a double feature commentary on my Daily Motion account. The commentary, which I just actually reposted here on this YouTube channel actually, basically revolved around two quote-unquote video reviews done a number of years ago that had gotten a rather hostile response. So much so that the creator of these videos subsequently left YouTube. Basically, what happened is that this YouTuber, who went by Vib113, or the original account Sizzler07, claims it wasn't him, someone else, but anyways, as the account was known, it was Sizzler07. The guy posted a couple videos of himself trying to be AVGN Lite, or AVGN XD as he called himself in one of the videos by bashing a couple of games. You know, like the angry Nintendo kid, except without the excessive swearing, jittery camera work, and overall irritability. And in fairness, there was no doubt a bunch of people of various ages were doing the same thing, some doing it better than others. However, Vib, Sizzler, whoever you want to call him, made a classic mistake of picking games at random to bash, and the games he chose to victimize ended up being the classic run and gun shooter Contra and the Sega Genesis port of the original Mortal Kombat. Now, because those games are considered timeless classics, apparently Nintendo never got the memo since Contra never made it to the Virtual Console to this day as of February 3rd, 2012. But because those games are highly regarded, this character ended up being on the receiving end of quite an aggressive storm of response, and apparently he couldn't handle the hostile criticisms, if you want to call them that, and closed up shop. Which meant nobody was going to bear witness to this one video he did where he was able to mod a Sega CD with a piece of paper. I shit you not, a video like that actually existed at one point. Good luck trying to find it though. Most of his other stuff, other than a couple of videos, were either lost in the annals of time or ruined by second-hand, third-hand, sometimes fourth-hand commentary from third parties. At some point, he did attempt a comeback at some point, I guess. But the wounds were still fresh, apparently, and the comeback didn't go over as well as hoped. So Vib left YouTube once again, never to be seen again, and presumably never to return. In the meantime, commentaries, ramblings, rants, and whatnots have been done on the guy by many people, and eventually, it's decided to take my own turn poking the stick of the proverbial dead horse that's been beaten on so many times with my own double feature commentary. That was put together in September. I sat on it until this past month when I decided to post it on the Daily Motion account with an intention to post it later on YouTube sometime down the road. Not recently, but more or less, February or whatever. However, around mid-January, the YouTuber in question, Mr. Vib113, made his return to YouTube with intentions of making some content here and there. So thus far, response has been quite positive for the most part from what I've seen at least. And there's a possibility he might have learned from past mistakes and that any future videos that come out of the camp will be miles ahead of, well, the stuff that he used to do. Now, I did my double feature commentary back in September, long before there was any inkings of a Vib comeback. Even in December, when I posted it on the Daily Motion account, there was no indication that he was back or even coming back. It was not boldly declared. In fact, I found this out, I believe, through I think it was one of the DJ Quell's Rebirths videos or something like that. The rubbish review guy that does text commentary that you could barely see because it's Windows Movie Maker and such software isn't capable of utilizing drop shadows or something. Anyways, it was through one of his videos, so this was a return that not a whole lot of people saw coming. Even with that being the case, the commentary itself, when re-uploaded to YouTube, wasn't altered when, and Vib's return doesn't really change how I feel about the videos. I sort of mentioned in the commentary, the only thing more amazing than the videos themselves were the reactions to the videos, in the form of commentaries, parodies, and other hostile rants. On their own, I thought the videos were just harmless little videos of a kid trying to be AVGN Light and making a complete fool of himself as a result. But in the larger context, I still don't see the big deal. Despite the don't take it into commentary, jokey, ha ha ha, some minor quibbles, Shao Kahn agonizing in pain over what he's watching, don't ask. despite some quibbles and issues I might have had with these videos, I cannot say that I did not get any enjoyment out of these videos. Now, did I agree with the opinion expressed in the videos? Of course not. The reviews, such as they were ludicrous and, quite frankly, rubbish. Did I think the videos were any good? Good lord, no. But still, and I even thought this back when these videos were fresh and new, when they were causing all the rage, I felt these videos were pretty harmless. I can understand watching a video that you disagree with, especially with a game that you hold in high regard. Certainly, I've had my share of videos that I disagree with, but some of the responses and rants and ramblings about this guy were just, I don't know. At worst, these are videos of another kid making an ass of himself, not having a clue what he's doing, and hey, he's not the only one. Certainly not the worst of the bunch, despite what others might tell you. But at best, I think they're just really good fodder for commentary and riffing. Just kick back, relax, watch this kid ramble his way through a video, drive me to drink. Okay, you know what? I need a drink. I'm sorry.
That's one of the freaking worst games of Mortal Kombat I freaking played. Oh, look at the fatality. The winning falls is still. It didn't even show fatality music.
Sorry about that. This? And just comment on it. And all of it done in good fun, really. Generally, that's the mindset I have with all my commentaries when I do them. I make quick observations about certain issues I have, make counterpoints if possible, some spur-of-the-moment thoughts added on certain things, that type of deal. And if sometimes I come off as intense or almost break a sweat and somehow show something resembling emotion, then that's just how I am at times. There's nothing malicious, vindictive, or invective about any of the commentaries I do. I just ramble, I share some thoughts, some observations, and that's it really. I rarely get genuinely angry over something online, and I'm generally not going to make a video out of it. Some exceptions may apply, but really, if I had an issue with a video or anything else for that matter that really made me upset, well, I have a blog. I fume there. And after that, I just move on to something else, really. So now, getting back on track and the whole point of why I wanted to do this video, or such as it is, Mr. ViB113, like Mr. MacMan, I guess he does the power walk and all, I suppose. I guess, whatever. Probably not. He made a return to YouTube, and chances are we might be seeing new stuff from the guy. Response for his return, thus far, like I said, has been positive, and there's some anticipation in what this guy has to offer this time around. From all indications, Vib's looking to start anew and let the past stay buried, and you know what? Why not? It's kind of sad to see some of these folks attempt something that garners them so much hostility that it drives them away from the tubes, and they pretty much rule out any possibility for a chance at returning and wiping the slate clean and starting fresh. Then again, there are some folks who would have benefited from a longer absence. But that's besides the point. Know that there's going to be some people who are still resentful over the old videos and are probably not going to give him a chance because it's the kid that crapped on Contra. How dare he crap on Contra? Contra's a great... You don't piss on Contra. That's like pissing on your baby. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, but you guys need to step back for a bit. Go outside. Have a nice long breath of fresh air. The winter air will do you some good because at this point nobody's going to care anymore. It's a dead horse. There's already enough people beating on it, and you know what? You could add my name to the list. But then again, I'm not necessarily beating the dead horse so much that I'm poking it with a stick and watching all the flies fly around it. But yeah, seriously. Vib's back. He wants to start new. So I say, let's see what he has to offer this time around. Maybe he's learned something from all this, and if he's forgotten the past mistakes he made in the past, he can rest assured that there will be plenty of reminders along the way. So, I'll end it the same way I ended the updated commentary. Vib, welcome back to YouTube. Looking forward to bearing witness to your future endeavors, unless it's more of this crap, in which case I retract my previous statement and say just go back to the drawing board and try again. But in either case, hope you'll stick with it this time around and not let a few people just drive you away again. Later, folks. I'm going to post a review later, or maybe tomorrow. Till next time, take care. Good night.